case one of these bad boys drop like I have it. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Oh, did you hear that? My phone? The muskrat just went live.
Oh, there goes the rod. There went a rod right there. Got whack number 3. We just got our lines in the water. Just getting started for the day. Just had the first bite. Line's been in the water about 5 minutes.
This is spot number 1.
Morning, Chad. Got Mr. Zack Murray.
Let's see if we can get some rod action here quick. We got one biting over here. This is a special spot to us. So we hit this spot first. There's like brush piles everywhere out here, but they're like little pods, and we marked a bunch of them last time we was down here. But we caught a nice one right here, and so that's where we're going to start today.
October, we came down. We tried to get the rods out. I think Zach had 2 rods out, was working on his 3rd rod. His 2nd rod got buried, 53 pounder. His new PB, biggest blue cat of his life. And we'd been in on Wilson Lake for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes, had a 53 pounder in the boat. Now, we did fish yesterday. Morning, Paul. Chunky Cats is in the house.
Hey, Elstan.
Mike Kaufman, Mike Irvin, Jim, Buckeye, Kevin, Palmetto Cats. Good morning, hello. Ace, Real Fishing with Chris Comer. Thanks for stopping in. Just keep reeling, Michael. I like that one. Just keep reeling. Kelly with the Bullock Experience. Jason Lamb, Creole Catfishing.
Jeremy. How's it going, buddy?
Team Cross Fishing. I believe that's Brandon. And we may need to get a drift sock. See, it's still swaying just a little bit.
I'm gonna get us a drift sock out because we don't have a lot of current, just a little. So I'll put a medium size out.
So yesterday we went out all day. Yesterday we fished with Doc Lang all day and caught some fish. It was man, we had a blast. It is hard not to hang out with Doc Lang and have a blast. River Warriors are down a man. That's right, Kevin. Poor Skip could not make the trip.
COVID.
Skip's got the COVID. Actually, his family could use some prayers. Their whole family's got it. It's just ran through their whole family tree, I think. Hit every branch. From the babies all the way up to the grandparents. So they could use our prayers and thoughts. So poor Skip could not make the trip. I almost didn't make the trip either. I actually had plans, and my daughter was supposed to be home. She came home, but she ended up spending a week with her aunt. She hasn't seen that side of her family for over a year. And she asked me, could you mind if I go there for a few days and then come home? I said, yeah.
That worked out really well for selfish reasons as far as for me, but of course, family comes first before this fishing thing. But it worked out well, didn't it?
It's working out pretty good. Yesterday, Zach had the biggest fish of the day, big 40 pounder, and we were fishing on Pickwick yesterday, and it had some current now.
Yeah, that was about the limit of getting one in that current without having to chase after it. I mean, we were right on the verge of it, but ended up getting it with a lot of help from 2 other guys in the boat. It would have been very difficult if I'd been by myself. I can tell you that.
Willie Cahoon is in the house. How's Skip feeling? Had it hit him hard? Actually, it didn't seem to be hitting him as hard as what a lot of other people have experienced, including myself. When it hit me, I was like a baby. Tell the boat turning. Or...
Skip's just a lot tougher than us. That's all.
He's tough. D, thanks for that. Good morning, D. Thanks for stopping in. Brittany, I noticed last week on your live there was a big white pipe over the river. Do you know what that was?
Yeah, there's gas going through it.
It's a gas line that goes over the river. We were on the Ohio River last week, and we are on We're fishing right below the Wheeler Dam. If I spun the camera around, which I could do that. I don't know if you'll be able to see it that far, but back there is the Wheeler Dam. As a matter of fact, way over here on this bank, right back in there somewhere. I'll see if I can see. Nah, you guys can't see nothing. Right back here on this point, Doc Lang is over there right now catching skipjack. He's got a tournament coming up, so he is out there catching fishes. We did that when we first got down here. We spent the Sunday evening loading up on skipjack. We've got quite a bit. Well, we got a little bit left. We may at some point end up having to. Hang on a second here, folks.
Hey, I'm starting to see fish go by us, so I'm gonna start throwing.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna try to catch some right now because we're seeing some activity on the sonar, on the side view and stuff. There's in the mornings the skipjack and the white bass will travel through here, and usually you can see them. But right now the skipjack aren't coming to the surface; they're staying down in like towards the bottom, so they don't give us a warning. I'm gonna try to catch it. There's just some more too.
So we'll keep an eye on the rods. How's that? We'll see. We'll see if he can't score a fresh skipjack. We'll put it on live if we can get him.
Yep.
Try to get this camera set up here. I'm using Zack's mount right here. It's fancier than mine. Let's see. PD's in the house. What's up, buddy? Chunky Cats. Elstan Perez, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Chad, I'm driving around trying to get things done for the boat, but we'll be listening. Hi to everyone. All right, Chad, be careful. I know it's like trying to get everything lined out on a new boat. I've stripped mine down 2 or 3 times, so putting it all back together and rigging it up the way you want is a challenge. They've been running a lot of water down here, and
Right now it's not.
Right now there's not. They just like shut the water off. So the Tennessee River's on a fall right now. They still biting yesterday. They were biting a little funny, but they were biting. Well, he says, Roger, are the blues running in deeper or shallow water? Willie, I couldn't honestly tell you. We looked all over yesterday. We never found any concentrations of fish. It seemed to be more shallow. The biggest number of fish that we marked, we did mark in teens, like 12 to 17, I believe, foot of water is where we saw that was
most of the activity.
Most of the activity.
That was early in the day too.
Yeah. Right now we're fishing right below the dam, and this area is about 12 to 20 feet deep. They've got all these humps in here, and a lot of brush piles scattered all over the place. They're just just piles of trees here and there. So we're targeting those piles of trees, and we marked a lot of fish coming out. They're kind of scattered. They weren't really piled up anywhere, but like Zach said, this spot's kind of special. Last year, it was our lucky start to the day, so we thought it'd be only fitting to give it a go. Mike Irvin, yes, I see this. Thank you. If you guys tune in from Facebook, there's a little disclaimer on there that'll have you allow StreamYard to see your name, and you have to hit that OK for me to see. So Mike Irvin, worked just fine. Thank you. Roger, I'll be making some big weights this week. We're going back after that monster. I knew it. I knew that losing that fish would only drive you even harder, because now you know he's there, and you won't give up until he's in the boat. Hooks and Hammocks, what's up, Chris? Fishing Chicks in the house. Thanks for stopping in. Dave Garcher. Thank you, guys. Brandon, Catfishing Dream, stuck in the office this week. I'm listening. Good luck. Smack a hole, guys. I'm going to try to. Leroy, Honeycutt, reporting for duty, St. Louis, Missouri. Thanks for tuning in. Hooks and Hammocks. got everybody in the house. Okay, I don't see. You don't see anybody else in chat, Mike? I'm not sure. If you're on Facebook, you will only see Facebook. You'll only see comments from the people in Facebook, I believe. And if you're on YouTube, if you're on YouTube, you'll see the comments from the folks that are posting comments in YouTube. So I can see them both, but you guys can't see each other, I believe. I might be completely wrong about that. So we were fishing Pickwick yesterday, which is, if you follow, we're on Wilson Lake. There's one roll right next to you. It looked like a bass, a white bass or hybrid striper. But this is Wilson Lake below the Wheeler Dam, and we run down to the end of this, which is about 13, 14 miles. There's another dam, and that is the beginning of Pickwick. And that's where we were at yesterday. The strategy today is we're using lightweight. I think it was throwing 2-ounce pencil sinkers because there's not a whole lot of current right here. And we just want enough weight to keep the bait on the bottom and pencil sinkers so that we can get it back out of the tree limbs and everything else. We're throwing it right back here amongst them. Ricky Taylor, morning. I'll be down there Sunday the 18th for a week. Oh, man. That sounds good. That sounds good. They're saying the fishing's just picking up day by day. Now, with the water level changing, I might make things a little bit difficult, but surprised we ain't got bit yet. Yesterday, this is about as long as we'd go without bites.
First part of the day. Oh, I just had a hit.
Oh.
So they're here. Just tugged it pretty tough.
What are you throwing?
Pink.
Foley?
Foley.
Gotcha.
That was the first hit I had.
Skipjack are a little difficult right now. They're not on top of the water where you could just spot them and target them and buzz your bait right by. They are deep. They're down on the bottom, and so you kind of got to jig along the bottom. Of course, you get hung up and lose a lot of tackle that way, but we was able to load up a good bit of skipjack Sunday evening. Our plan today is use the rest of what we have and catch some more. It's awesome to be able to, if you run out of bait, you can just run up here to the dam, catch some more skipjack and get you by for the day. Get back to fishing. Derek, Ohio Catfish Chaser, this isn't fair. I'm at work and you're at Wheeler. Well, get in the truck, start driving.
Hook that boat up and go.
Hook the boat up and go. That's what he said. Fishing Chick Muskrat, I have a few Fishing Chick stickers for you. How do I get them to you? On just about all my other videos, I don't think I didn't add any links in the description here. I just kind of threw this video up, but most of my other videos have my address and information and stuff in the description of the video. So if you want to do that, because I'll definitely stick some Fishing Chick stickers up on the board and on the boat. I know my wife will enjoy it. She's a fishing chick too.
Let's try it.
Sabinky.
Sabinky.
Bobby Newton's in the house.
One hit.
Checked in. Back to work. Well, hopefully we put some fish in the boat here for too long.
We ain't gonna stay here too long.
We'll stick and move. Roger, I see you here and YouTube. Okay, so on my end, I only see it says Facebook user. Oops. And so if you click on the link at the bottom of the description for the video on Facebook, you have to allow it to let me see your name, or I can't see your name. So I'm not sure who it was, but I appreciate you telling me that you can see both Facebook and YouTube from Facebook. I appreciate that. Derek says, you guys going to pick me up at the ramp? Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to bring some hot dogs, though. We couldn't find any cheddar betters this morning. We had a few left over from yesterday, but we hit a couple gas stations on the way down here thinking we'd run into some hot dogs or something. It didn't happen. So you got to bring some hot dogs. Buckeye Jim's in the house. Lee Evans, what's up, buddy? So the word for this area, Michael Murillo. Hey, what's going on, buddy? God, we have live fishing. That's right. I've been busy. I had a couple of folks message me yesterday and asked, where have you been? You haven't been in chat. And I've been busy at the house. And Saturday I drove. Was in the car 14 hours Saturday. And I got home in time to put some things together and get some sleep, jump back in the truck and drive, 8 hours, 9 hours down here? 8 hours down here to Wheeler. So I've been driving and fishing pretty much. Catfish fever, hello.
They aren't liking this one either. There might just not be many here right now.
Yeah, everybody's pretty close to the dam for skipjack. May have already ran through here. Or that might be a different pattern for fall.
That's true. That is probably the truth right there.
We were down here in October, if you guys remember back then. We was down here with the Cross family. And that was a great trip. But we was able to start putting some information together and come up with some game plans and a little bit of knowledge. Of course, we got Doc Lang helping us, so we have a really unfair advantage. Missy Kennedy, thanks for stopping in. Hey, there's Mark, Fishing Magician 2.0. What's up, buddy? I seen you had a post. I think it was on Instagram I saw this morning. It might have been yesterday. Oh, Zach number 2 just got whacked. Watch this rod right here. Okay, this one. That rod right there. It's got thumped twice. Oh, it just got hit again.
Get more serious.
He's going. Oh.
Get more serious about it.
Uh-oh.
He's a little one. That's a little guy. He's a little guy.
Oh, he's back. You got to bury it. This kind of thing we kind of went through yesterday. We're
using big baits.
Yeah,
we got big baits on, and they don't. The little guys will come up and just peck and eat and leave nothing but a rib cage sometimes. That's a small bait.
That's about the smallest bait we're using today.
I'm trying to catch little guys.
No, we're down here for the big boys.
Some of them we just filleted one side off, took a fillet off of one side, cut the tail off, and throw the whole thing out. We got some of those out there too.
We had a lot of that yesterday. A lot of short strikes and fast bites.
I think Roger got nailed. I mean, he had takedowns. It was like they would take it down, and you think it was time to grab the rod. They let go.
It popped right back up.
I mean, it happened. I don't know. I wouldn't even want to guess. 20 plus times. Maybe more than that.
I got my steps in just going from the seat to the back of the boat. I'll tell you that.
But it was fun because every time that happens, it's like a little injection of adrenaline on us.
Mike's Outdoors Adventure says, I'm curious on advice for a nice spinning reel for a reel giveaway. Okay. I'm wanting to do one for my 200 subscribers. I'm also getting a bait cast reel to give them the option on what reel they would want.
They probably need to catch bait. If you want to catch catfish, you need to catch bait. And there's a lot of good reels out there that aren't real expensive, but you could get a little, like something that's not quite like a Mitchell 300.
That's our favorite.
That's our favorite little spinning rod for bait. They're good. There's tons of good ones out there. That just happens to be what we've used.
I think I missed a couple comments up there. If I missed you, I apologize. I'll try to keep an eye on these rods. Catfish and heave outdoors. We'll decide that. Now turn it back.
Oh, he's still there.
Is he hitting it again?
He's still hitting it.
Uncle Lou's in the house. Lee Reed, we think we're going to get to drag some baits here after a while. Oh, he's whacking that rod back there. Right.
He's having breakfast is what he's doing.
He's just picking away at it. Might have been one of them big baits. He said, I can't get that all in my mouth. I'm going to have to eat it down a little bit.
He's having fun with it. He is having fun. He's getting his belly full. Speaking of which, I got a cinnamon roll over here that needs to be ate.
Oh, no. I've been having a lot of hits, but they won't take it. I'm using small bait chubs, shiners, small bluegills, but no hookups.
They're tiny.
Well, that or they're not catfish. Yeah, with that type of bait.
Oh, man.
Did you leave your fork?
It's not in there. Oh, it's sitting on the
Console?
Console. I didn't put it in there. That's what's going on.
He's still there whacking away at it.
Having fun.
Oh. Yep.
Let's see if Dad started taking a bite here.
As soon as he takes a bite of that salmon roll, that rod's going to go down. He's going to be sticky fingers. We're going to sit here and watch this thing until it either eats all the bait off of it or finds the sharp edge of that hook. He's running Diachi D85 hooks, I believe, right? Yeah, it's just the same thing. Oh, now I'm getting a hit over here, number 3.
He was getting one earlier, too. It was real light. I didn't say anything, so I wasn't sure.
I try to keep my hand on the camera. That way I can turn it to whichever.
There's a Shell station down the road. They sell cinnamon rolls that are awesome. And they're hot when you get them, but you just about need a fork.
Oh,
they're good.
You got anything in your tub up here that you got tongs up here?
Oh, that's okay.
For turning the wieners.
I can wash my hands in the water.
Oh yeah. There's a real.
That's what a bite looks like, but that's what a little guy bite. He's having a ball.
You remember which bait you had the big one on? First one? I guess.
This was big bait on this one, too.
Oh, mine just got whacked again over here. It looks like it's doing the same thing yours is doing. Just one whack every now and then. We don't like bites. We like them when they just go down, stay down, and don't come back up.
4 eyes deep, baby.
4 eyes deep. This rod over here is getting whacked around. Let's see if I can point out which one it is. It's the first one leaning out. Right there.
That one.
That rod's getting whacked. So if I turn the camera back that way, that's the rod we're watching. There it goes again. It's just getting thumped like his is. Yesterday, Zach threw one out closer to the bank. I don't think it even hit the bottom. And
I thought
that thing took off screaming. Peel and drag out, just ripping. Ended up being the big fish of the day, the 40-pounder. And we was in a lot of current. He fought it like a 90-pounder. swam in the other line. Got snagged. He was trying to pull a snag out with the fish on the end.
That was the limit of what we could pull in that current, because it was stalemate most of the time. We just get like half a reel, half a turn. Then he'd rip out more drag, and it just kept doing that for a long time. But like I said, with help, I was able to get it in. But it was a group effort for sure.
Just in from the Catfish broadcast booth, Bob, there's so much racking going on. You think it's Goodfellas Mafia movie remake?
So much what?
I said racking, maybe raking. Fishing frustrations. Boy, I had some of that yesterday. Poor ride. Oh, maybe I didn't scroll up and read the other stuff. Bob, the fish continue to play whack-a-mole with the bait. Tom, these fish are down there having a party and invited tequila. I've even downsized my hooks to a 5/0. Missy. Roger, if you don't mind, if you all do drag baits with planer boards, can you demonstrate how to hook them up and use them? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd love to. I truly enjoy dragging planer boards. Down home, we fish the river most of the time, so I don't do a whole lot of dragging. I need to learn to do it more in the river. But when we go up on Hoover and get on lakes and down here, most of the time, this is like a lake more than it is a river. Now, Pickwick yesterday was more like a river than a lake.
It was. Big time.
And, but yeah, I can definitely go through how to set those boards up and hook them up right. We got some Uncle Lou's boards down here with us today. We're going to send them out. Fetch us a hog. We got fish popping all around us. Becca's in the house. Becca, good morning and hello. Thanks for stopping in. We're getting bit, but we're not getting hooked up just yet. So we're waiting impatiently for one of them to commit. I'm getting a bite on my side of the boat. Zach's getting a bite on his side of the boat. There it goes again. His rods is. You guys see that rod back there? I don't know if you guys can see it that well or not. I believe you can. The skyline back there might make it a little difficult to see the tip. Today we're looking for a high of 81. Yesterday was 84 degrees. I got a little too much sun. Tomorrow we've got some rain moving in, followed by a cold front. Of course, the cold front will drop it down into the 60s, 65 degrees, I believe, the rest of the week. So we got a front moving in, some rain moving in tomorrow. So today or this evening might be. I haven't even looked at the barometer.
It wasn't up to 30 yet this morning or last night. That's before we went to bed.
Justin's Fishing Fetish. What's up, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. Becca says hello, Zach.
Hi, Becca. Glad you're with us.
Get back up here and see what we got going on. Justin, I'm going to call you Friday.
Pressure came up a little bit, 30.04.
On Wiley. I was curious. Facebook feed seems to be a little better quality on video. Gotcha. Facebook user says good luck. Thank you. If you click the link on Facebook, it'll allow me to see your name. There's a button at the very bottom.
You got a good bite that time. Still a little guy. somebody was asking about those short bites and all that stuff. I'll tell you a trick that I do, especially when we're trying to catch channel cats. If they're short biting like that, I'll take the bait and cut it up into little squares. I mean, little guys, just like little cubes. And I will put 4, 5, 6 of them on a hook. Just thread them on there. They're almost they're bust apart. That's how small they are. I done it here when we were dragging last year, just to show Roger. And as soon as we dropped it down, we kept getting all these little bite. It works. And it's something I saw in a magazine years ago. I don't remember what one it was, but anyway, I saw it. And whenever they're doing that, just try that. Cut it up in little chunks and thread it on. Of course, you don't want to use a big hook for that either. It works sometimes. It's another tool for your box.
It worked. I saw him cut up little tiny, like 1-inch cubes and thread them onto a hook. And so in order to get that, they had to hit the metal. They had to hit the hook. And of course, they end up being really small fish.
Yeah, if I remember, I was using an 8/0 hook and ended up catching a fish that was about 13 inches long.
Yeah. The whole time you're talking, your rod's back there going, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's back here just being stupid. What we're hoping is we're getting all these little bites right here.
Attract the big ones.
And then all of a sudden it all stopped because Big Smack Daddy just rolled in and they're getting the heck out of Dodge or they're going to get eaten. Dang, you and Zach had a bunch to get done this morning, but I'm taking a couple-hour union break to watch. There you go.
Who's that?
Lee Reed, Uncle Lou. We'll probably spend part of the morning here hopping around some brush piles, see if we can't find some big fish. The word I heard was the fish are up in here on these brush piles. There's not a whole lot of fish, but they're big fish. So we'll stick around and see if it holds true.
We probably ought to move to another brush pile here.
Bites tough so far this year.
Hey, tell you what, we'll reel them in and go up here to this one I marked up here in front of us. It's 782.
Okay.
Straight up front, we'll go around it. I can see it on side image.
How far is it? A couple hundred feet.
About 200 in front of the boat. So we'll just reel them up, go around it.
Bites tough. Any luck yet?
Then we can hit some of these other ones.
No, not yet. We'll be getting bit, but they're not committing to it. So it seems like
not big fish.
They're small fish. So I think we're going to reel up and move up a couple hundred feet. We've marked a lot of brush piles all through this area. Fins and Finds, what's up, Bob?
I think he may have put me underneath something now.
Yep.
He may have wrapped me up.
May have put him in a snag. We're going to reel him up here. We're going to move up a couple hundred feet to the next brush pile and throw him back out. Later, guys. Good luck. We'll leave you streaming. Got to get bait thawed out and clean the garage out. Thank you, Lynn. I'm in Northeast Ohio. Oops, wrong one. If on Facebook, if you click that link in there, I can see your name. J. Fox Hunter. Hope you have a good day. All right, we'll see how many of these rods are hung. So far, one.
It is. You put me in something.
Yeah.
There, got it out. bait clear off of one of them. Are we still on? This is what those little guys do, if you can see it. It's nothing. They'll eat it clear down, see the ribs. You'll bring it back in, and sometimes it won't be anything but the gills up inside there left. They eat it all. They're pretty aggressive little fellers.
Right there's the size of bait we're trying to use. Now, not all of them. I don't run that big a bait on all of them. But I want that big bait out there all the time. Well, I got one hung up as well. I didn't think I was going to get them all back. I'll hang them up. I don't even think it was hung originally. I think I reeled right into it. I just picked it up. And that would be the fillet.
This isn't as a fillet. Is that Cajun? Fillet?
Fillet. It might be Cajun. Showing you guys my bait. I drip blood all over my seat. All right, we're going to drip back a little bit, see if we can't get these fish out, or get these rods unhung. Jim, Catman Clark in the house. What's up, buddy? Long time no see.
Fishing just went under this.
All right, we're going to see if we can get these rods free. We'll move on to our next spot. We're just going to do a lot of spot hopping right here. Like I said, there's a lot of brush piles. We're just going to go from one brush pile to the next. Till we stick a pig. Oh, this one ain't coming out.
I'm not past it quite yet.
It's up there. All right, well, I got one back. Broke off half the rig, but I got a bunch of pre-tied rigs. It's a good opportunity to put a Kentucky rig on. I need to have one on anyway.
Got it.
Did you?
Got something attached to it. A stick or a fish or something.
Look at the muscles on it.
Well, they're big ones, aren't they?
Yeah, they're big muscles.
Fish all over.
You want to show them real quick?
See the muscles? You can see how big they are. They're a little bigger than what we're used to seeing at the house here. Some of them are dropping off.
That's what the fish are eating. Fish love to.
Those blues, they'll eat them things whole. And their digestive system will, dissolve the meat and stuff, and then they pass the shells on through.
Which can't feel good.
Doc was telling us yesterday they have one in their live well in a tournament and said it was bleeding from its backside. But so it must tear them up a little bit when they do that. Hey, well, we got both our rods loose, man. That's awesome.
I broke half my rig came off. No biggie, no biggie.
All right. Okay, let's move up.
Outdoors Addiction. What's up, Jesse?
Got 0.8 mile an hour.
Remember to hit that thumbs up. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. Stay at it here for a while. See if we can't put a fish in the boat. It's kind of stinky, really. What size it is? 12. Yeah, small.
Wow.
What's that? Big fish right there. Market fish.
He's not a giant, but no stretch.
Market fish. Broke the leader there on that last one. Tie me some Kentucky rigs. What's up, buddy? Here's how I tie my my Kentucky rig. Start at the end here. Come down about 18, 20 inches. Make a big loop in the line. And then you twist the two lines. Like give about 5 or 6 turns, 7 turns. Pull it through. And make that knot right there. I'll wet it. And then cinch it down. That leaves you with your dropper loop. Come on down. Put another one in. Sometimes on the Ohio, I put 2 or 3 of them.
Seeing more small fish on the bottom.
Small fish?
More than we were.
There we go. I got right here. I got one loop here, one loop here. Got plenty of lines at both ends. One end will be the sinker side. One end will be go to my the other end will go to the rod. Stick me a hook on here. So I know I missed all the live streams this weekend. Did we? Anybody have any big moments? I actually caught part of Creole's, actually Gabe's heartbreaking loss. Do you have any other big moments over the weekend? We're down here until Friday. And my daughter's home, so next weekend or next week, I might be MIA just as much. I'll try to go back and catch up what I can.
Yeah, you need to make them way bigger than what you think.
Yeah, they end up too small.
Yeah, always do.
give it a go. Let's see. Setting the trolling motor up on the next spot. Backing up a little bit. Put a couple hooks on that bad boy and we're back in action. Peace City Smitty's in the house. Central Valley Adventures. Actually, I think you said hi, and I don't know if I responded earlier. If I didn't, hello. And if I did, hello again. Run a couple hooks on here. Didn't quite make my loops as big as I wanted to. Remember to hit the thumbs up, y'all. Thank you from Facebook user. If you could allow StreamYard to see your name there, and I'll know who you are. But thank you for joining.
We're getting more fish, and I'm seeing more catfish on the bottom too.
Oh, that's what I like to hear.
Scattered wherever. They're not even necessarily on the.
Not even really on the structure. I normally have all my Kentucky rigs pre-tied and wrapped up on a pool noodle, but I forgot them. So, by the time we got to the next spot, I'm all rigged back up.
Look at this. That's catfish.
That's a big fish. Well, it's 13 foot. Might
Yeah,
not be big.
not that giant.
There's what we're using for bait. Skipjack.
Okay, we're set up 60 feet from our target from the back of it.
All right, get some rods back in the water.
want it to look. We're covering 150-foot swath or so. Since we're out in the sun so much and I'm getting to be an old man, I'm starting to be a little more concerned with all the UV exposure that we have. So I'm wearing the little face thing here. It's a gator. And if you get, I got these from Hook. I'm sure there's other ones out there, but the Hook ones, they're not tight. They don't, even though it's hot out, they don't feel that hot. They're not like a regular face mask. They're comfortable. Nice fish unders. We better start throwing that deal again.
Oh, the Foley. There he is. Mike Kaufman's in on Facebook. I can see your name now.
Here's the bad part. I'm going to retie this and throw it right back. Right here.
We had one hung up and broke off already. Thanks, Mike, for hopping over on Facebook, giving a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Awesome bait. There we go, slicker. They call him slicker.
Jeremy calls it.
We got the slicker. Mike Greenwell's in the house. How's the trip so far? Man, it's been awesome. It's hard not to have a good time. Yesterday, we started out the day bumping Pickwick. Man, we marked some big fish on some big rocks. And me and Doc and Zach were all bumping baits down through there to see if we couldn't pick up this big fish. And he would not bite. We worked at him for a long time. He would not bite. We're right below the dam now. There's not much current back here. We're only using 2 ounces just to keep the bait on the bottom. We're fishing a lot of wood, big brush piles, just timber everywhere down through here. So using light pencil sinkers to try to keep them getting hung up. Jerry Parker's in the house. What's up, buddy? Taking a break from work, doing any good, Roger? We haven't caught anything yet. We've had a few hits. We've set up on one spot. Maybe how long we've been live? Man, we've been live almost an hour.
Pretty boring. We gotta get some excitement going here.
Yeah, we gotta get some fish in the boat.
All right. Since we are in a lot of brush, what we got here is just a basic 3-way rig. It's a 3-way. It's got a dropper. You put your weight on it, and this line here is lighter. It's only 20 pound. The other line is 50 pound or 80 pound. So if you do get hung up with your sinker, hopefully the idea is you just lose your sinker. It breaks. You can bring it in. We use this a lot for flatheads. I do anyway.
Yeah. It's a good tip. Can't tell if I was getting a bite here, number 4 or
mine or yours?
Mine. Huh. It looked real slow there at first, like a flathead bite. Well, I thought that would be awesome. Did catch a flathead yesterday while we were out. I was going to leave out the fact that it was 2 pounds, but we did catch one. dragging how fast. We are anchored, Mike. We're anchored right now on these brush piles. We are in 13 foot of water. And some of these brush piles and humps come up to like 9 foot. You couldn't drag through here very successfully, I wouldn't imagine.
You better troll through with the bait up high. You gonna do that?
I don't know. Some guys drag through wood. This is a lot of wood. If you're playing the odds game, I believe you would just lose. Ricky's Creations in the house. At work listening for a takedown, Muskrat. Morning, everyone. Yeah, we are looking for a monster takedown. We've had some small bites and little guys. We actually moved location. We just pulled up, trying another brush pile. Well, I don't know. I can't even call them brush piles. These are trees.
Like log jams.
They are logs. Big logs.
Log jam. It'd be a pile of just debris, logs and limbs and.
Big Hook says, I'm sending Big Fish Luck to the pole left of the motor.
All right. That was mine.
Wait a minute. Their left or my left?
Oh, yeah. Stage left or that's port. This over here to us is port side of the boat.
Port, and that other side starboard. I'm looking for a hot port bite today.
Oh, man. Yeah, now I see who you like. We see how it is now. Now we know where we stand.
Fixing to go to bed. Hey, Mike Chavez, thanks for tuning in. I'd like to be holding a 55-pounder up here for you. You can have some sweet dreams. Been a lot of big fish caught down here the last couple of weeks. Lots.
We'd like to add our name to the list.
I'd like to go back to Ohio with a hundo under my belt. Ronder, have you tried
Look at that black smoke back here.
the dragon tail dragon wings?
They can probably see that.
I don't know if you guys can.
It looks like a mushroom cloud almost.
Yeah, way back over here. Oh, actually, it's over here.
Wow.
Big black puff of smoke coming up right there in between these two rods. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't.
It's less and less. Is it good?
It does not look good.
Stuff like that, it's not good. It's bad. Somebody set off a big explosive. I seen some dark smoke back there earlier, but not to that extent.
Like Chavez, Avid's in the house. Thanks, Avid, for stopping in. Roger Anderson's in the house. Oh, somebody said something about it. You actually anchored and throwing baits or spot locked and dropping them straight down on a tree. We are spot locked and throwing our lines back into the trees.
Probably do a spot lock on top of vertical trees later today.
Yeah, and 13 foot of water. I don't like the spot lock right over top of them. The trolling motor and the sonar. I know the sonar and trolling motor spooked the skipjack out. I don't know so much about the catfish. But for right now, we're spot locked. I think we're trolling motor running on 2.
Yep.
Trolling motor is only running on 2 with a 36-inch drift sock. Huh? 42-inch drift sock out, and the trolling motor is only running on 2. So there's not much current. Totally opposite of what we had yesterday. Today we got wind out of the east, which is going with the current. So that'll make things a lot easier for us today. Mine is too, number one. Just popped out. Look. That's how much line you use.
It does not. You lose a lot of that.
Oh no, my number one got a hit. That's what's going on. Yeah, small tabs. Get a couple bites on this rod right here.
That was the one he put the juju on.
Depending on which left is left, that's the one that's getting hit. I hope it's the
port side of the boat.
The port side. I hope that's the one he put the big fish juju on. Roger Anderson's in the house. I said hello. I missed what he said. Still watching the Muddy River catfishing rod. Port side is going to take. Oh, okay. I got you. That's actually my lucky rod. I don't know what it is about that rod. I have caught a ton of fish on that rod. There was one day. Oh, there goes number one. Oh. Looks like we're getting dink bited. So this one right here, number one, port side. Number two is the Muddy River rod. Oh,
serious that time, what?
Oh, he had it down there for a second, y'all. Oh. He's going to find the sharp edge of that tackling cat's 9-eye hook here in a second. There he is. There he is. There he is. There he is.
Now he's on.
Now he's on.
He's on there now. Fish on! Woo!
He ain't big. Yeah, we already knew that. We take that. Yeah.
You gonna need the net, Roger?
That's a channel cat. God, he ate that big old chunk of skipjack too. Channel cat. It's gotta be the wife. Hello. Morning. Nope, I just put a catfish in the boat. We're live on YouTube. And got the first fish of the day. And a little channel cat. We hit a big old chunk of skipjack too. Yep. Okay. All right, love you.
Bloody. Ooh.
Yep, gave him a bloody lip. Fat, man, he's fat.
That's why they were yesterday.
Saying good morning to everybody.
Just, get out of the shadow.
He gone.
I clicked it.
Number one on the clicker.
My number one. It's a small piece. I'm not gonna snag it.
Well, we're on the board. Not what we're looking for, but take it. Live action.
Action's action.
Got him back out there. Let's see what happens. trying to find a fishing partner for Saturday. Mike Chavez, I can't imagine that being a problem for you. That's not smoke. It's wake from your 100-pounder heading your way. Oh, I hope you're right. Big Mike, what's going on, buddy? JP3's in the house. JP3. He's actually one of the guys that texted me yesterday and checked on me. Noticed I hadn't been present. I appreciate that. Snake River Catfish Slayer just dropping in real quick to say hi. Everyone, and hit the thumbs up. Appreciate that, buddy. Got 45 people hanging out watching. Waiting for one of these rods to just get smoked.
Us too.
Mike Erman says, welcome, Mike. Need another Mike on YouTube. We'll be looking. That's a great 25-pound channel cat. 25 or 2.5. I don't think I think he forgot a decimal point.
Might have been bigger than 2. He wasn't no beast.
Yeah, Mike, sorry you're having back pain, buddy. Hope it gets feeling better. Tickle your nose. Chad, did you get that new boat going yet? Yeah, Chad, have you even got it out and make sure it runs and everything good? I don't know if you've taken it out for a test run. You may or may not have put a video on. Like I said, I haven't really been around Facebook or YouTube. About the only time I even check in on Facebook's when I'm pooping. That's about it.
TMI, baby.
Oh, TMI. Yep, I get it.
It's ready.
I'm ready.
SpongeBob.
Yep. Not yet. Just picked up a new battery, picking up parts from the truck now, and then heading to the house to do some work. That's not a no way to spend your day off, Chad. But it is an investment. You got to invest time in that boat to get it set up the way you want it to be, and then you'll be able to enjoy it all that much more when it's on the water. No, Roger didn't even have the battery that was good enough for more than lowering the motor before it died. Yeah. Wait, so you never heard the motor run before you bought it? That could be scary. Yeah, normally 80, but this is 60. I got some 50 and 60. Yeah, it rolls over. This is actually yours. I'm going to smooth that off.
never use it probably. So, yeah. Poor drivers. More minutes.
Wait for Bob. Nope, but I did try cranking it and it cranks. That's scary.
He wanted it so bad, he didn't. Didn't want to surprise himself that it didn't run. Hey, Roger DeMint Jr. is live on Nitro Adventure.
I am. I also have faith in the guy I bought it from. I know where he lives. That's good. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's hard to buy anything off anybody anymore.
Oh, Texas money.
Well, it's hard to trust anybody anymore, I guess. That's what I meant.
There's still a tournament Saturday the 17th. This is River Rats. One response. I hope so. I'm ready.
You don't really keep up with it, do you?
Not real close. That's 41 minutes ago. So
Well,
I haven't had time to respond much.
yeah, that's not. Uh-oh. That blue cat rod over here just took a whack. We don't like whacks. We like holy smokes. Then you can't hardly get the rod out of the rod holder. Oh, your snack.
I'm over here like that.
Yep.
It's got a big bait on it. Somebody might help me get it out.
Even a small one, go down there and start picking at it. Get it out of there. So what's the due date? Not funny. Chad, you going to do vids on the boat today? Dale Hay slips in the house. What's up, buddy? Neither. Chad, you found the boat for me.
Rocky.
Rocking the boat today. JP3 should be an awesome boat once you get it up. Yeah, I'd like to see a little of the inside and like a walk around. I love watching boat builds. What you start with and what you end up with. I don't know how much you plan on doing with it. Doing to it the first year. It's expensive. It does get expensive. Went ahead and tied me another Kentucky rig yesterday. That seemed to be the ticket. I threw a lot of different kinds of baits yesterday, or rigs yesterday, but the Kentucky rig really seemed to be working out well. Uh-oh, getting a bite over here. Before. This rod next to the blue cat rod here. This one. That one was getting a hit. For a second, I thought he was going to go ahead and go for it, but he backed off. There he is, tapping at it again. We had some drag burners yesterday. Finished putting a hook on this rig. I'll get back to you guys in the chat there. That look a little bit better.
Yes. You can play with the length of that where your sinker goes.
Yeah.
You know, if you want it longer, shorter, whatever, you got enough room there, you can retie it.
I thought about doing it this way.
I don't know if it makes any difference.
I don't know. I do know.
Oh, got a bite. Number 4. It was a little bite. It was a jumpy bite. It was a wappa wappa.
Got another rod getting hit on this side of the boat. See if it'll commit.
About to go off.
We're having commitment issues out of these fish today.
They're obviously not big. Ready to be hit like that.
Yep.
Yeah, just grab a hold of it and shake your head. Or tear a piece off. Hey, we need to get a picture of us. Where's the octopus?
The octopus is big. Right
Oh,
here.
you're using it.
We can still take a picture where you want.
Take a picture of us. Just standing on the back of the boat in the sun. See it? Meant to do that with Doc yesterday. I forgot.
We got one with 2 of you holding the fish.
It wasn't all 3 of them.
Right. Yeah, we'll get one here in a little bit.
Just don't forget, sometimes it can be after.
Right.
Offline.
Sounds like a woman. What? Roger, I know why the fish are playing games. Your rods are in the right order. What?
The Warrior Cats. And Rogers. His is a mixed bag today.
Yeah, I like a smorgasbord of rods and reels. Zach's pretty much running all Warrior Cat rods, a mixture between heavy and medium heavy. And he's using the Lew's SC600s. Is that right?
Yeah, 6,000. No, you're right. 6,000.
Yeah, he's using the Lew's SC600s. But he does have one Penn Squall 20 line counter reel.
For that reason. Line counter.
Line counter, yep. Time's up, fishes. We like to set a timer on ourselves because we'll get distracted and end up sitting on a spot that's not getting hit for an hour. And wish we'd had moved. So timer went off. We're gonna reel up, move again. Had a fish on it. We are searching for active fish. So we need 30 minutes is plenty enough time for them to find the bait, eat the bait if they're going to. We will move again. Water temperature is 64.6 degrees this morning.
Lots of different brush piles to hit. Boy, I drug it through just about one of these. I drug through something. Yep. If I set up on this next one, then I'm going to swap on the bait. Quite a bit of time.
Really like Zach's rod holder setup. The electrical J-box and welded pipes looks perfect for quick storage of leads and loose tackle. You are 100% right, Jim. Those
are aluminum boxes.
Yep, aluminum boxes made. Those are all custom made by what was his name?
Tim Spencer.
Tim Spencer. This used to be Tim Spencer's boat, and that's exactly what Zach has done. He's loaded them up with sinkers. They got little dividers in them. They're all divided nice and neat. Really nice. I like it. He gets a lot of comments about those when people see them. Fat Thumb's not typing right. Oh, rods are not in the right order. What's the right order? Commitment issues. That's right.
I'll move over to 293.
We're gonna.
There's got a motor over there.
Gonna move a couple hundred feet. present the baits to some different fish. See if they're hungry. There's a fish.
Off the brook, probably.
Yep. Some of these fish are suspended a little bit, either off the bottom or right above the brush pile. There's not a whole lot of current to factor in right here. As we get further across the lake right here, the water out of the dam kind of comes out at an angle. It doesn't come straight down like you might think it does.
We're marking,
we're marking
small stuff.
Bait fish maybe, or small fish. They're yellow, or they're green, so they're not hard.
They're probably catfish more likely.
Usually the blue cat rod isn't out the side.
Yeah, it's out the back corner.
Well, I got two of them. I got one out the back and one out the side. The other 3 rods are all big cat fever, medium heavies.
Yeah. He's behind the pile too.
Yep.
The water's coming this way.
Marking some fish. Headed Friday to fish the Racine pool this weekend. That should be good. You gonna be on the bank, or you gonna be on the boat? So I like fishing off the backside of the island. Actually, one of my favorite things to do is sit up shallow on the island, which I know is really shallow, and toss out towards the main and let the current sweep my bait back up against that ledge. And that really seems to be productive along through there. Especially if you scroll down through there and see that fish are holding to that ledge. That's about the best way to target that ledge, is sit up shallow, throw out, let the current sweep it back up against it.
60 feet again.
And then throw them long, short, long, each one a little bit farther.
Still coming out. I don't know if you can see this, but using the bigger baits, look at the blood just dripping off of it. Still, and it's been out in the water for an hour and a half. Smaller baits don't do that, but the bigger ones do.
Dad may bring his boat, but we'll be fishing off the dock as well. We're on the West Virginia side of the island. Yeah, there's that creek it comes in right up there on the side of it. It goes back in there pretty good ways. I've gone back in there. I believe that's where I went. I might be mixing places up, but I went back there and
we'll zip this up and stuff.
Yeah. Go back there to catch bait before.
As we get underway.
Yeah.
Be ugly. Be ugly. Be ugly. We don't want it to get ugly. I think it's time for granola bars in.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh. Hey, we had sweet tart roach. Dog left us some sweet tart roach.
Around the creek where it meets the river, there's supposed to be a real deep hole. That whole area right there above Racing Dam. That whole area there is pretty shallow. I mean, there's just enough channel running out of the creek to get a boat in. Otherwise you ain't going up there. Now the water might be a little bit higher right now, so it's different. But I'm fishing it in summer pool. Lots of shad. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that was the creek I went up into and got a lot of shad.
Where are you going?
Mm-hmm.
I put it on 25 because we've been set up for a few minutes. Still be covered with 30.
I really thought the bite would be a lot faster.
Yeah, all the fish we saw.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bite. Number 2, blue cat rod.
Skip says he hopes to catch a pig.
Who's that?
Skip. He said, get on some pigs.
Hoping to.
Oh, I accidentally sent him a picture from yesterday.
No.
I sent him your picture. I didn't realize I must have lit up one of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
You can skip up what we done. Send him your picture.
Feeding my face a little bit. Come on, fish. That's what I'm talking about. Going to have a great show tonight on What's in Your Tackle Box. Special guest Bumpin' Mike Greenwell. That'll be a good one. Mike can share his tactics on what type of line he uses, and what type of for his dropper, how he determines the length of the dropper, the weight of the line, and all that stuff. That'd be interesting to me.
Yep.
There it is. Telephone. LG Bass, what's up, Tom? Hello, Roger and Zach. Been lurking for a bit. I got coffee and breakfast going on. I'm ready now. Let's go. I do the same thing sometimes. Sometimes I'll turn it on and let it run and listen to it at the house while I'm doing stuff. And then I'll jump in chat.
I appreciate you calling. Chiropractor is supposed to go tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Every other Wednesday. Not this week.
Hello. Oh, we are calling you about your car's extended warranty. I tell you right now, I don't pick up anybody. Broke down on the side of the road. You have been asked for you've been offered several times for an extended warranty, and you just simply declined it. I don't see any reason to have to pick somebody up. Yeah, I was thinking I would hit my legs. Check something real quick.
It's nice and cold too when you first put it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It has a cooling effect. And got to hook up with you sometime and hit Racine. I like fishing right before the dam. That whole bank down through there really is pretty good. But I've caught some good fish all the way up by the.
Got a bite number 4, little bite. Doing the tuggy tug.
We got fish tugging over here.
He wasn't doing the part. He's
still hitting it right there.
He's hitting good. He's not hitting like teeny tiny necessarily. He wasn't doing the little take a bite thing. He's more of a testing it.
Yeah, it's starting to look teeny tiny.
More of a full, slow, not as quick movement.
Got a rod bouncing right here. See if he'll commit. We'll let him keep playing back here.
He's still playing with it. While yours is over there playing with it, I'm hoping one of mine just barely
Anyway, I said on Racine, I like fishing right before the dam there by them big pylons. Caught a lot of fish right in there by the pylons. And really, if you go all the way up that bank, it gets pretty rocky, and then there's a lot of big timber. There was a lot of
quit.
He ain't gave up yet.
He ain't quit.
There's a bunch of brush down there. Too. Man, we've hooked up with a couple. I took a friend of mine who thought he had good gear until he hooked into something down there. And his drag just kept screaming and screaming and screaming, and then all of a sudden it just, pow, snapped.
Striper.
Go to bed. Well, at first it just kept going, like it just kept going straight out, straight out, straight out. Yeah. He had it dangling off the side of the boat, and then it went 4 eyes deep, as we like to say. It buried the rod. He couldn't get it out of the rod holder. It was fun, but he was not geared up to catch a big fish. put some sunblock on today. Yesterday, I put it on, but a little too late.
Those two boats are right where we want to be.
For the bait?
Yeah. They got their boats turned sideways. Maybe not. Maybe it's not the place.
Maybe the current's going that way.
Yeah, that's true. That may be it.
Did he give up over here?
Nope. Still there.
Huh. That's the Kentucky rig.
Well, there are feeding fish. They're active anyway, somewhat.
Yes. Somewhat active. This guy here is just going to eat away at that bait until it's gone. Or he accidentally gets poked in the whisker. He's persistent. He ain't stopped pulling on that rod. You can see it bouncing right there. Hopefully. Roger, get your rain suit out. Pouring in central Kentucky, headed your way. It's good. The rain's coming south. We're in Alabama. I don't think it's going to come down here. We are supposed to get some rain tomorrow, but I doubt it's the rain from Kentucky. Is it supposed to rain tonight?
Man, it's all day.
Is it really?
40, 50, 60.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, it looks like, all day. Well, chance of rain all day, 40, 50%.
Starting early in the morning.
Starting first thing off.
Winds out of the north at up to 9 miles an hour. The pressure ought to be dropping this evening.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's
Are you guys using spot lock? Yeah, Dale. The current's pretty light right here where we're at, so we're using spot lock. We got a 48 inch or 48 or 42 inch drift sock out the back, and the trolling motor's just like running on 2, even with the drift sock. So drift sock's just keeping us from swaying around so much, keeps us nice and straight. And that's what we got right here below the dam. So we move on down the lake a little bit. Yeah. Yep. We might go scope some places out and throw the boards out and drag some baits for a while, see if we can't find some fish. We did good on these brush piles last year, and we're marking fish in here.
Well, and other people said they've been
Right. Yep. The locals have said that they haven't caught a lot of fish on these brush piles, but what they have caught have been good fish.
Of course, they use really big baits too.
We're not,
Carl.
Yeah, we're not seeing all that just yet. But like I said, we have changing water conditions than the sources we got.
Before we get out of this area, I want to go up there and check almost straight ahead up to the edge of where the water's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Just to the left of it.
Yeah.
Right that seam.
Oh yeah.
I'd really like to check that and see what's happening.
We might be able to replicate what we do at home.
Well, that's what I'll go up there and look for the same conditions. Now there's water coming out right there too.
Mike Turner, 712. Yeah,
see that
I
water?
see that. Yeah.
You might be able to go up there and see something. There might be skipjack there too.
Oh man, got low power. Battery dying already.
Can't you just plug at it? Talk about that? Your phone?
Yeah.
Just plug it.
I'm going to.
Put that over here probably too. The mount.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that way this cord's not going across.
Exactly.
We're gonna have to move the camera. We got the phone wants to die. I don't want it to die. So we're going to stick it over here. Oh, there was already a cord there. Is that your cord? Oh, I'll just leave it plugged in. When we start getting any, you guys let me know if we start getting wind noise. I don't think we have that much wind. But I got an external mic. I got an external mic that I can plug in on there and help that out. Couple crosses. Is that Betty Jean? Betty's out catching fish too. They're smaller, but they're still a lot of fun. Big old slab crappie and monster bluegill. She sent me a picture of yesterday. Holy cow. There's a siren going off the dam. There might be one of these gates that are going to open.
So they're gonna let that water out. That water we seen
like yesterday.
Yeah, but that's what, because that's, they do a siren. It's probably the same, probably a U.S. Coast Guard thing.
Mm-hmm.
What they, or U.S. Army Corps of Engineers signaling or something, because that's who runs it. Is that guy still pulling?
I haven't seen the last few minutes. You might have been able to eat it all.
Got 2 hooks to fit.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 baits to choose from. Skin and scales in the house. We are looking for monsters. We're using pretty big baits. We're trying to set up where the big fish are.
There's another boat set up there, and he's sideways too. Up above that one closest to us.
Yeah, there's 2 in there.
It's
There's
probably
3 this way, and that
one's turned the right way. What we'd expect. I'm sure it's just what the currents did, or else they wouldn't all be doing that. Hey, if anybody's interested in putting a flag on their boat, which I just got some flags and stuff, and I just saw this morning that there's a company called Sea Sense. They make seats and stuff like that. They have a pole that plugs into your power pole back here for your navigation light or your anchor light. They have a pole that goes in there that you can, and it's already got the flag on it and the rings and all that stuff. You can probably get it through other sources. You probably go on Amazon and find it. Just Sea Sense flag mount. But that was something new to me this morning that we saw. I know a lot of guys like to fly a flag on their boat. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out.
It's a handy. I mean, you don't have to do anything. You just plug it. Just jam it down in the hole and tighten the little thingy up, and you're done.
#1 of mine. It's in some stuff. I've seen it pulling and popping around. It's trying to.
The whole back of our boot went that way. See how all
Yeah.
the lines are.
Mission dream, Justin, fishing, fetish.
2 minutes.
Last time I did that, I bent the pole.
Going too fast.
Going too fast, he said.
Maybe he's going too fast.
That's a lot of pressure to put on that. For no more than it sticks down in there.
Yeah, well, it's a small flag. It was a 12.5 by 8, I believe was, or I'm sorry, 12.5 by 18. Catfish and Dreams, how big was your flag you were flying when you bent the pole? Betty. Oh, that's a cool experience. That's the same person. Gotcha. Probably very similar size. Justin's Fishing Fetish. He's been in here.
Mm-hmm. That's the Mullador. He's the one that made the dragon weights we like.
Yeah, I liked those last time.
So you got 2 of them hung up now. These fish are about to run out of time. We're going to move again. Oh, looky there. Time's up. He said that flag was probably 11 by 17.
Yeah, sure. Similar size. I read that.
Spot going all fresh. Right?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yep.
Well, that was broke easy.
What?
It way. Put them in tight or something. Right on. Get that good fish on that one. #1 time out. Try drifting back and get it.
As much as he hit it, the only thing he was eating was the guts out of the inside of that. He didn't touch any of the rest. Fish are just sucking the guts out of them. Gut suckers.
That's why people like them shad guts for bait.
lot of sticks in. Soggy wood. Muscle on that one.
No more of it. Down amongst it. Just keep it down tight yet, did it? Backing up.
Oh, tree one. Right there's the stuff we were fishing. Got broke off.
Pick out a new pile.
What's that, bud?
Let's pick out a new pile. That one right there. I'm gonna adjust that motor up a little bit higher so that cord don't get so wound up. Worked his way down during the day.
Will, how you doing? We going all the way up there? Ready to be setting up on another spot?
Do what?
Are we going up there, or are we just
No, it's set up on some more spots. I don't think we've given this enough fair shake at all.
Ready?
I mean, it sounded like a good idea to stick with it.
Plan A.
Huh?
Plan A.
All right. This is the first part of Plan A.
Find the fish, catch the fish.
We still have bait, so we're okay on that front. all bait, aren't we?
Are we?
There's just, well, there's more down there, I thought. Anything you want in particular?
No. No.
Heads and chunks?
Not yet. Looks like it just popped back on. We are just about to get lines back out in the water. I was trying to hurry up and tie a rig. The one I broke off. I have pre-tied rigs, but the one I want in particular, I didn't have tied. Ain't that usually how it goes?
A little bit short right there. Okay, it's gonna stay there. Mark the center of the pile of sub.
New marks or old marks?
Old marks, but I've been checking them, and they are there. So far, every one of them's there. I'll throw it through the cast this. Huh?
Backlash the first one?